know how it goes. Things start out great, but just minutes in, you lose your stiffness. You feel embarrassed, frustrated, and maybe even hopeless. If that sounds familiar, you've come to the right place. I'm here to tell you that not only is this experience incredibly common, but you can absolutely fix it. Today, I'm breaking down the 7 reasons men lose their erection during sex, and most importantly, exactly what you can do about it. Hi, I'm Dr. Evelyn Hartwell, a urologist and men's health expert. I help men improve their performance, protect their prostate, and feel their best at any age. I want you to stick with me because I've got some evidence-based solutions that can truly transform your sexual confidence and performance. Now, to fix the problem, you first have to understand how an erection actually works. From a urologist's perspective, it's fascinating. It all begins with your parasympathetic nervous system, the rest and digest branch of your nervous system. When you're aroused, your brain sends signals down through your pelvic nerves, which then release a molecule called nitric oxide into the smooth muscle cells lining the arteries inside your penis. Nitric oxide is the key messenger that tells your penile arteries to relax and open up, allowing blood to rush into the erectile chambers. Research from the Journal of Sexual Medicine shows that men with higher nitric oxide levels have significantly better erectile function. The more nitric oxide you have, the easier and faster this whole process happens. At the same time blood flows in, tiny valves in the outflow veins have to close off, effectively trapping that blood inside your penis to create the pressure needed for a firm erection. It's a delicate balance of muscle relaxation, healthy arteries, and effective vein closure, all working in perfect harmony. But here's the clinical reality I see every day. As you age, your body's ability to produce nitric oxide naturally decreases. Studies show it can decline by up to 50% between the ages of 40 and 70. This is one of the main reasons erections can get weaker over time. Your penile arteries just aren't getting the same clear signal to open up that they used to. The encouraging news, however, is that this is not a life sentence. Just because nitric oxide has declined doesn't mean it has to stay that way. There is always room for improvement. For example, clinical research shows that natural compounds like French maritime pine bark extract can significantly boost nitric oxide production and even help with venous leakage. That's when those valves become leaky and blood escapes too quickly. This means better blood retention and stronger, more sustainable erections. Now that you understand the mechanics, you can see how if anything interrupts this delicate balance, whether it's poor circulation, a nerve signal disruption, or even just a mental distraction, the erection will fade. So, let's break down the top 7 reasons this happens, based on both clinical research and my experience with thousands of patients. First, let's talk about something most doctors don't discuss: gravity. The position you're in during sex absolutely matters. Certain positions, like lying flat on your back with your partner on top, can actually allow gravity to pull blood away from your penis. This becomes a real problem if you have even a mild degree of venous leakage. Next is the huge mental component. Your brain is your most important sexual organ. If your mind starts to drift to performance anxiety, thoughts like, "Am I doing this right?" or "What if I lose it again?" that distraction activates your fight or flight response, which works directly against the rest and digest system you need for an erection. Another factor, especially as you get older, is decreased penile sensitivity. Over time, nerve endings can become less sensitive. Research has shown that penile sensitivity can decrease by up to 30% between ages 40 and 70, often due to conditions like diabetes or cardiovascular disease. Less sensation means less stimulation, which can cause an erection to fade. This ties into another reason: insufficient arousal. Sometimes you might be physically present, but you're mentally checked out. If you're not fully engaged due to stress, relationship issues, or other distractions, your brain won't send strong enough signals to keep everything going. This can create a vicious cycle of performance anxiety. Once you've lost an erection during sex, the fear of it happening again can actually cause it to happen. It becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy, as that anxiety is a powerful trigger for your fight or flight system. Of course, we can't ignore physical health. Your overall cardiovascular health directly impacts your erections. Conditions like high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and diabetes damage the delicate blood vessels in the penis. In fact, erectile dysfunction is often seen as an early warning sign, sometimes preceding a major cardiovascular event by 3 to 5 years. And finally, hormonal imbalances, particularly low testosterone, can play a big role. Testosterone is crucial for libido and erectile function. As it naturally declines with age, many men notice a corresponding drop in erection quality. So, how do we turn this around? Let's talk about solutions. Start with a simple but surprisingly effective tip. Completely empty your bladder before sex. A full bladder can put pressure on the very nerves that control your erection. Next, use gravity to your advantage. Try positions where you're standing, kneeling, or your partner is on their back. This helps keep blood where you need it most. Also, prioritize extensive foreplay. When your partner is fully aroused, you'll receive more natural stimulation. Plus, it builds intimacy and reduces the pressure to perform. A big one, avoid alcohol before sex. Alcohol is a central nervous system depressant that dulls the reflexes needed for an erection and causes dehydration, which reduces blood volume. Even moderate drinking can significantly impair erectile function. Consider strategically spacing out ejaculation. Your body needs time to rebuild neurotransmitters and hormones. Many men in their 40s and beyond find that spacing orgasms by a few days can improve erection quality. For more immediate physical support, you might consider using a constriction ring. These devices apply gentle pressure at the base of the penis, helping to trap blood inside. They are safe when used properly and can be very effective, especially if venous leakage is an issue. For long-term improvement, it's all about a comprehensive vascular support protocol. This means improving your cardiovascular health with exercise, good nutrition, and targeted supplements. As I mentioned, compounds like French maritime pine bark extract, L-arginine, and pomegranate extract have solid research behind them. And to address sensitivity, you need a multi-pronged approach. First, get your testosterone levels checked and optimized if needed. Second, devices that provide controlled vibration can help improve local nitric oxide and nerve sensitivity. Now, before we wrap up, I need to address the supplement market. It's flooded with products that overpromise and underdeliver. That's why I only recommend a handful of clinically backed supplements I've seen work for my own patients. Ones with the right ingredients and the right doses from companies that test their products. For better performance, I often point patients toward a combination of L-citrulline to improve blood flow, saw palmetto for prostate support, zinc for healthy testosterone, and ashwagandha to reduce stress. You can find links to the brands I trust in the pinned comment and description below. From my clinical experience, men who take a comprehensive approach, addressing vascular health, hormones, psychology, and mechanics, see the most significant and lasting improvements. It's rarely just one thing. Remember, your erectile function is an important barometer of your overall health. Taking care of your sexual health often improves your heart health, energy, and quality of life. If you're dealing with these issues, please don't suffer in silence. These problems are incredibly common, highly treatable, and nothing to be embarrassed about. As a urologist, I see men overcome these challenges every single day with the right approach. Take care of yourself. You're worth it, and you deserve to feel confident and satisfied in your sexual life. And one final thought I want to leave you with. This journey is not just about you. It's about you and your partner. The anxiety and frustration you feel are often shared, even if unspoken. Opening up a gentle, honest conversation can be one of the most powerful steps you take. It transforms a moment of fear into an opportunity for connection. Explain what you're experiencing, not as a personal failure, but as a health issue you're working to solve together. This shifts the dynamic from pressure and performance to teamwork and intimacy. It also opens the door to exploring other forms of pleasure and connection that aren't solely focused on intercourse, which, paradoxically, often takes the pressure off and makes maintaining an erection easier. True intimacy is built on vulnerability and trust, and facing this challenge together can ultimately strengthen your relationship in ways you might never have expected.